to stop striking in this province. I don't care what piece of legislation you bring in, my friends. The Labour movement will continue to have legal strikes. And I'll remind you also, civil disobedience. It's got a long and respected history, both here and across the world. Martin Luther King comes to mind. If you probably recall, not so long ago, when Mike Harris was in office, and we had our days of protest across this province. Today, that would be deemed to be an act of terrorism. School teachers who've joined us here today from their convention, they had a legal protest against Mike Harris that lasted for 2 weeks. That too would be deemed to be an act of terrorism. So my friends, you can see how odious this piece of legislation is. But speaking of being odious, let us talk about a few other acts that we know are definitely, in my opinion at least, an act of terrorism. What about shutting down our parliament? Remember when Stephen Harper shut down our democracy? Yes, there's also, there's a real danger here that those of us who speak out against the slaughter of the Gazans, about the indiscriminate bombing of people in Gaza, that somehow that act of free speech can be criminalised. That's a very dangerous thing, my friends, when we cannot speak out against the injustices that are taking place around the world. And finally, I just want to say, there's one part of this bill that really disgusts me. The whole discourse around the Muslim community, that somehow we're going to be demonizing Muslims. My friends, we cannot allow that to happen. I say this to my friends in the Labour movement, and now I say it to the community. Do not allow Stephen Harper to divide us. Do not allow him to divide us on the basis of religion. Do not allow him to demonize the Muslims.